Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Rooftop Club podcast with Vira, which is me. Hello, hi. And for those of you who are new here, I'm so happy. And for all of you coming back, it's great to see you guys again. I hope you guys had a wonderful new year, and I hope that you're still having a great time. And know a lot of people have finals right now, so I wish you all the best for that. And if you have already given your finals, then I still wish you all the best for your results. And I hope none of you guys got sick or are sick right now because I got sick around New Year time and it was really bad. I had really high fever and sore throat and I couldn't move my body. It was bad for like a whole week. And if I hope if any one of you is sick, then I hope you get well soon. All prayers for you. And I'm just gonna say it right now that it is so cold and I gotta be honest, I'm not on my rooftop right now because I just can't be. It is so cold right now and I cannot bear this cold. I mean, yes, we started this podcast with talking about the magic of winter, and yes, it's still magical, but in after getting sick and now it being near record, like the temperature around me has crossed the record. I don't know, like I don't know what the record was, but everyone I have been talking to is mentioning just how cold it is these days. And of course, like I said before, that we don't even get to see snowfall here. That means like the temperature isn't technically that bad, or I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it in a relative sense because it is cold and everyone is talking about how cold it is, and it is so cold. And even in my room, without a heater or me being inside my blankets and quilt, I feel like I'm frozen, and I am frozen. So I'm not on the rooftop right now. I'm just in my room. But to keep the vibes alive, I am looking outside the window right now. The sky is like such peachy shades. Like it's not a black sky. It's a exactly like you can see in the cover art. You know the shades, peachy, pinky shades of the night sky that are in the cover art. The sky is exactly in those shades right now. Maybe because it's foggy and the street lights are reflecting in some manner and causing this effect. But it's looking really pretty. And of course, because it's foggy, I cannot see the stars. And I haven't seen the moon in a few days, so I don't even know what phase the moon is in right now. I feel like the weather lady in news channels because I come here every time with like updates on what the sky is like tonight. Well, it is fun to talk about sky, isn't it? It is always such a surprise for me what my next episode is gonna be. It's always something I don't expect. So, what essentially I think made me want to record this episode was maybe I'm getting along with a lot of people these days, which is a rarity for me. I think right now I have, in a week's time, talked to all of my friends. No, not all of my friends, but like a lot of my friends. And I know talking to friends is not an assignment, but sometimes it feels like some friends, old friends kind of get neglected and you don't really talk to them that much. But recently I've caught up with a lot of my friends, so it feels nice and it feels good. So that's why we're here. We're talking about friendships today. And it's not gonna be a really well structured episode because I'm just gonna ramble about friendship. But I have so much to say about friendship that I don't think one episode is gonna do justice. So I'm gonna keep coming out with episodes about friends and friendships, and maybe some of them are gonna be more specific, or but this one is kind of like a generic episode, I guess, a tribute to friendships, I guess. And I want to start off by saying that friends and friendships, these are two different things. Like, not different things, but we need to understand that you don't have a friendship with every person that you call friend, because friendship is a whole relationship and it has to have some kind of deep thing about it. At least that's how I perceive it. Of course, whatever I'm talking about is just my perspective of things, and you guys are very welcome to share your perspectives if you agree with me, or if you want to highlight something, or if you disagree with me. Well, you can let me know. Comments are open for you guys to tell me, to discuss things. I always say this, let's have a discussion. So for me, I feel like there's so many people that I end up calling friends, but some people are just like, you call them friends, yeah, but it's not like you have a relationship with them, really. And if you think that you have a friendship with someone, that just means there's a whole relationship with its own deeper things in it, how relationships are. You don't have a friendship with all friends is something I want to put out there. How many times have I said this? We can tell that this episode is not structured. I feel like when it comes to literature or other things where we highlight the importance of love, the importance of social issues, the importance of not so social issues, and the importance of so many other things, friendship is really, really underrated. Like, maybe I feel like in the recent years it has started to get some attention, but still, I feel like among all the other things, friendship is still really underrated, even though I feel like it's like one of the most essential things, if not like one of the most beautiful things ever, because you're not bound by love or like companionship in that, you know, romantic relationship, and you're not bound by blood or family and stuff like that. It's just like friendship. It's just support. It's just keeping each other company. It's about partnership. It's about all the things that you find in a family relationship, like a blood relationship. Friendship has everything for you, and it's so beautiful, and I feel like we should talk about friendships more. It is one of the most important thing that you need in your life to get by. And I know some people would say, oh, you don't need friends. And I don't know where you're coming from. Maybe you had a really bad experience. I know people sometimes have really bad experience with friends, but if you can get even a single friendship in your life that is worthwhile, that was good, that made you feel happy, it's literally more than enough. And for a long time in my life, I felt like I just had one friend. She has been a friend that has been in my life the longest, like stayed consistent. I still have friends in my life who I can contact who came before this friend of mine that I consider to be my oldest friend. But with those people, all the friendship I had, the connection I had is kind of lost. Sad to say, but it is lost. And she is the only one who is we're going solid. I don't know how many years and still counting. I love you so much. If you're listening to this and you know exactly who you are, she's my soulmate. I call her my soulmate. I call her my family. She is one of those friends who get the status of family at a certain point, and she has long achieved that. Yeah, so for a long time, I thought that she was the only one in my life that I called a friend and I had a friendship with. Like, I had other people, like classmates or other people that I would call friends, but not really friends. They weren't really my friends. And it was enough, to be honest. And I was really grateful for that friendship, for that relationship, for her. But eventually in life, as you go through from school to college and then to university. And for anyone who is confused, yeah, college and university are two separate things in my country. You go to school till 10th class, and then 11th and 12th grade is considered college. You go to a different place, a college, and then you go to university. And then there are obviously side places like academies and van and other things where you meet people and you can make friends. So as I went ahead in my life, I found some other really amazing friends that are still with me, and I have since built great friendships with them, which are still going solid, and I cannot be more grateful. I often talk about it with my friends that the friendships that you have with each of your friends is every friendship is different, and sometimes I feel like people make the mistake of looking at each of their friends with the same lens and expecting the relationship that the two have to be exactly like some other really great friendship that they have or that they see other people have, which is not a right thing to do. Each friend is obviously a different person, and each of them offers a different kind of relationship, and we shouldn't really compare and contrast between different people and our friends. I don't want to say like different friends are for different weathers, even though that is true, but that's for friends, not like the friends I'm talking about, like the people who are really close to our hearts and that we really, really care about, and we have a great relationship, a deep relationship that we cultivated over time. And sometimes, well, I have built friendships with people who I don't think we needed that much time to build a friendship. Well, sometimes it takes time, and sometimes you just connect in a click, like just like that. It's really fun to just sit and ponder about how each of our friend became our friend. At least it's something that I enjoy because some of my friendships are so funny. They started off like with us not liking each other, or them not liking me, or me not liking them initially, but now we're just really good friends. Yeah, so I don't want to say like there are different weather friends. How I see it is that there's so many colors of friendships, and some of them are rainbows. What can we say? Some of them have so many colors, but like the friendships I have with all my friends are like they're all different colors, and I cannot mix and match them and cannot compare them. And obviously they're different people, so they're gonna be different.